Why black unity is difficult. Here are 10 common challenges. Welcome to Unsung Black Heroes. Today I want to talk about an important and sometimes uncomfortable topic: why unity within the black community can be so hard to achieve. This isn't about blaming individuals. It's about understanding the systems, history, and internal struggles that create these divisions. The better we understand them, the better we can work toward real solidarity. Let's start with number 1, historical division from slavery and colonialism. From the start, unity among African people was deliberately broken. During slavery, individuals from different tribes and languages were mixed on purpose to stop communication and resistance. This forced separation created deep mistrust. Even after freedom, those divisions didn't vanish. They evolved into differences in culture, speech, and values that still affect us today. Number 2, colorism. Colorism is the preference for lighter skin over darker skin, and it's not just a black community issue, it's a global problem rooted in white supremacy. During slavery, lighter skinned people were sometimes given better work and access to education, while darker skinned people were denied it. That legacy still influences dating preferences, hiring decisions, and who is considered more respectable or more marketable. Number 3, class divides. Economic differences can create invisible walls. Black people in higher income brackets may not face the same daily struggles as those in low income neighborhoods, and this can make it harder to relate to one another. Sometimes, class divides lead to judgment. Working class individuals may see wealthier black people as disconnected, while the wealthy may see the poor as holding the community back. This is true from both sides. Wealthier black people try hard to fit into a society that don't fully accept them and turn their nose up to their own race. On the other hand, black people in lower income brackets treat wealthier people as if they did something to them because of their perceived success. Notice I said perceived success. It's not always what you think. Number 4, geographic separation. Where we live shapes how we think. Urban communities often deal with concentrated poverty, over-policing, and underfunded schools. Suburban or rural black communities may have more resources but feel isolated from other black people. To be honest, because of the judgment and sometimes harassment, it makes it hard for some black people to live together even when they want to. Ever since segregation ended, the separation began to widen. Those that had little success no longer wanted to live around their race because their minds were conditioned to think that black were bad or the enemy. On the other hand, those left in the communities begun to act just like the narrative. The word ghetto was used to describe the black neighborhoods. To be honest, ghetto is a word from the 16th century used to describe the segregated area for Jewish people in Italy. It has the same meaning, impoverished area. This is a mindset that we were conditioned to believe. Today, we still have that mindset. Most black people would like to live around each other, but fear of acceptance prohibits that from happening. Senseless crime is another reason. These geographic differences mean that priorities can be very different, making unity harder to maintain or exist. Number 5, media-driven stereotypes. The media has a powerful role in shaping how we see each other. For decades, black people have been shown mainly as athletes, entertainers, or criminals, rarely as scientists, entrepreneurs, or political leaders. In addition to entertainment, we're the majority race being shown on the news for crimes. It's funny how we only make up 13% of the population but have the most news coverage, because that's what they want you to believe. Over time, those images seep into how we view ourselves and others. When the only stories we see about each other are negative, trust and respect can erode. Number 6, political divisions. Not all black people share the same political beliefs. Some lean progressive, others conservative, and these differences can lead to serious disagreements. Arguments over policies and economic programs can split the community. Most want better outcomes for black people, but there are selfish people that want separation. This all stems from ignorance. Number 7, internalized racism. Internalized racism is when the biases and lies about black people planted by a racist society are believed by black people themselves. It can show up as self-doubt, mistrust of other black people, or seeking validation only from white institutions. This mindset weakens unity because it places outside approval over community strength. Number 8, leadership conflicts. Throughout history, movements have been slowed down because leaders or organizations compete for power, attention, or funding. Sometimes it's disagreements on strategy. Other times it's ego. Without collaborative leadership, we risk turning our energy toward fighting each other instead of the systems holding us back. Remember pre-civil rights era, Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King? If they would have united, imagine how much we could have accomplished. Number 9, gender conflicts. There are tensions between black men and black women that have been shaped by history, systemic oppression, and media narratives. Misunderstandings around roles, respect, and responsibility can turn into public disputes that fracture unity. Building solidarity requires acknowledging these tensions and working through them, not ignoring them. Number 10, lack of a shared agenda. Many in the black community agree on big goals like equality and justice, but agreement on the how, the specific steps to get there, is harder to find. Without a common, clear, and achievable plan, unity often stays at the surface level, showing up in hashtags and slogans, but fading when it's time for action. The truth is, many of these divisions were created by design. They were meant to weaken us so we could be controlled. But understanding the roots of these challenges gives us the power to address them. Unity won't happen overnight, and it won't happen without self-acceptance. But if we can face these truths head on, we can begin to build trust and move forward together. If you agree with this story, please hit the like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.